Welcome to Defense Globe. Do visit our site www.defenseglobe.com for instant updates. To stay updated, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any future updates. HAL LCH is a light combat helicopter which is developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, indigenously. It is primarily being developed for Indian Army and Indian Air Force. Why is a combat helicopter required? During Kargil War, the Indian Army realized that the combat helicopters which it was operating were not suitable for operating at such high altitudes. Russian-made attack helicopters like Mi-35 etc. were not capable of flying at such altitudes and hence they could not be used. So to provide ground assistance to soldiers and destroy the enemy-occupied bunkers, Army planned to use Mi-17 helicopter equipped with basic weapons, but as it is not as agile and good as a dedicated attack helicopter, it was shot down. If Army had a dedicated attack helicopter during Kargil, it could have easily destroyed enemy-held positions and the loss of Indian soldiers could have been minimized. So keeping this in mind, Army started LCH, Light Combat Helicopter, project for development of a light, agile and a dedicated attack helicopter which can operate at such high altitudes in which other helicopters cannot even fly. Although now India has another attack helicopter, HAL Rudra, which is a weaponized version of HAL Dhruv, but still HAL Rudra is not a dedicated attack helicopter as it is meant for primarily scouting and transport of troops. HAL LCH is also derived from HAL Dhruv, but unlike HAL Rudra, it is a dedicated attack helicopter. The amazing thing about LCH is that even when it's the first ever dedicated attack helicopter developed by India, but still the development program cost of LCH is 376 crore, $55.9 million, which is very less compared to the development cost of any other attack helicopter. LCH can be armed with any type of armaments from rocket pods to air-to-air missiles, air-to-land missiles or anti-tank or anti-armor missiles. It is the only combat helicopter which has ever landed in Siachen with a considerable load, and it can operate at Siachen where no other combat helicopter can operate. Making of LCH. The LCH project was started in 2006, and seeing the requirement, the funds for project were sanctioned in the same year. The Indian Air Force is to acquire 65 LCHs and Indian Army is to acquire 114 LCHs, and this is because the role of combat aircrafts is to provide assistance to ground troops and for protection of high-value targets or assets. The cold weather trials of the LCH were carried out at Air Force Station, LA in early 2015. The engine starts were satisfactory in the temperature of -18 degrees Celsius at 4.1 kilometers altitude, and in June 2015, LCH successfully completed hot weather flight trials at Jodhpur with temperatures from 39 to 42 degrees Celsius. The LCH completed basic performance flight testing, outstation trials, and prototype TD-3 fired 70mm rockets in its weaponized configuration. It was one of the highlights of Iron Fist 2016, where it destroyed the dummy targets with its 70mm rockets. Basic design overview. The LCH design features a narrow fuselage with stealth profiling, armor protection, and will be equipped to conduct day and night combat operations. It has a crew of 2, a pilot and a weapon operator, and the seating is tandem seating, 2 pilots in the LCH sit one behind the other. Prasad Sampathi, General Manager of HAL's Rotary Wing Research and Design Center, told the press during Aero India 2011 that the LCH is probably the most agile design in the world because of its rotor. It is a 5.5-ton attack helicopter and is designed in such a way that the survivability of the crew is ensured with features like tricycle crash-worthy landing gear, crash-worthy and self-sealing fuel tanks, armor protection, avionics and cockpit. It has a glass cockpit with multifunctional displays and a front-looking infrared sensor and target acquisition system. It can be operated day or night in all weather conditions and can perform its task in harshest of conditions like in Siachen, which is the world's highest battleground. The helicopter is fitted with a data link for network-centric operations, facilitating the transfer of mission data to the other airborne platforms and ground stations operating in the network. Comparing LCH with other world-class combat helicopters. In reality, comparing LCH with other helicopters will not be appropriate, as it is designed to operate in such altitudes where no other combat aircraft can operate. It has a service ceiling which no other combat helicopter can achieve, and it can operate with a considerable loads at height where other might not even be able to fly. Last year on November 7, 2016, the Ministry of Defense cleared the initial purchase of 15 HAL LCH helicopters for IA and IAF. The order was pegged at about 2,900 crore INR. With the inauguration of the facility this month, the HAL LCH has now entered the full-scale production, and now the Indian attack helicopter has finally took off towards achievement of new heights. Conclusion: the LCH is so capable that it is desired by many nations like Japan, African nations, etc. Japan, who is a long-time user of American Apache helicopters, is now showing keen interests in LCH. Also, LCH is very cheap compared to other foreign attack helicopters and cost just about 135 crore rupees, which is nearly 1/4 RTH of the cost of American Apache attack helicopter. Equipped with state-of-the-art avionics sensors and weapons, HAL LCH provides a reliable, cost-effective solution to expensive foreign helicopters, and it easily matches and in many fields surpasses its opponents, like carrying heavy payloads at high altitudes. It has a further scope of development and it can mature much more, so it is a very desired platform, and its agility and ability to fly high makes it a one-of-a-kind attack helicopter.